Well, the BBC Radio Scotland phone in this morning is asking if workers should have the right to digitally switch off from work. And I just wanted to talk specifically about the PR and comms world, which I'm very familiar with. We encounter this regularly in our media training and social media training because of the 24/7 nature of that work, because the news never really stops. Social media is always going. The number of times we've been discussing maybe a social media crisis situation that's occurred at, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And someone in the training will say, oh yeah, that happened to us. And they'll say that they just happened to be, EastEnders had just finished and they'd looked at their phone and they'd seen this stuff that they thought they better deal with. The amount of PR and comms that takes place purely out of goodwill, because somebody who's not even at work, is not even on their working hours, takes it upon themselves to get involved and to do the right thing and to deal with the situation. So I think people absolutely should have the ability to switch off from work and disconnect, but it needs proper systems and processes. And I think this kind of digital burnout that people are talking about is a symptom of a wider problem. Again, I have first-hand knowledge of it in PR and comms, where it's this constant firefighting. It's like whack-a-mole. There's in some places, a lack of systems and structures, and people just running around doing stuff that urgently needs done. And I don't know if they're not properly resourced, or if there's a lack of good leadership, or if perhaps there's a culture in the sector sometimes that we think we need to be busy. But it definitely needs addressed, because the amount of people I hear just doing the right thing, but doing it in their own time out of goodwill, because they're diligent and they want to do the right thing. If you took that away, we'd have a serious, serious problem. So I hope that today you'll listen to that phone in on Radio Scotland and reflect on your own behaviour at work and what you're having to do. And if you're in management, then look at your team and see if there's a way that we can make it better. Because you're not going to make progress in your career. You won't fulfill your potential if all you're doing is that day-to-day firefighting. At some point, you have to take a step back and actually look strategically, not just at what's right for the organisation in the long term, but what's right for you.